Hello and welcome to the Sports Update. Friday Night Lights are back at Norwood High School as the Mustang football team hosted Hopkinton under the lights for the first time in years. The stands were packed as students and residents came out to support the now 4-1 football team. The Hillers scored the first touchdown of the game, putting them up 6-3, and that was the score to end the first quarter. The Mustangs punched one in midway through the second, putting them up 10-6, and a last-second 40-yard field goal by Hopkinton ended the first half 10-9 in Norwood's favor. The second half started with a long kickoff return by the Mustangs, and let's take a listen to that call.
All right, so it was at the 11-yard line, Keneally.
He had the burst of speed like
Right. He winds his way through, gives him one move there, and he's down that sideline by the kicker there, Ravitch. He's the last man, and he puts a little move on him, and he goes.
Horse collar, that's what it's going to be.
Maybe.
Horse collar.
The second half continued to go the Mustangs' way, and I should say Brian Mateer's way. Mateer scored two long touchdowns, first being a 45-yard run and the second being a 16-yard run. On top of the offensive plays, Mateer forced a fumble on a blitz on the defensive side. And to cap it off, the Mustangs tossed an 18-yard touchdown pass late in the fourth. We were able to catch up with Coach Lopes after the game.
It's awesome. I mean, I told these guys it's not everybody can say they played under the lights. A lot of classes go through here and they don't get one. We were lucky enough for the whole town rallying behind us to get these lights up here. I'll tell you, the week was kind of crazy. The 2 weeks were crazy. But we got them. We had the game. It was a lot harder than we had hoped. Hopkinton came up and played a great game. We know from here on out we're going to get everyone's best game. We got Medfield's best game last week. We got Holliston coming in this week. It's a huge week for us. It's just great coming out. The town showed up. A bunch of people were here. Very loud. We appreciate everybody. It's a huge win for the program.
Wednesday was a big day for the Mustang community as the Unified Basketball Team, a new team formed here at Norwood High School, captured their second win of the season over Hopkinton. This win now moves them to 2-1 in the season, the first win coming over Westwood earlier this year. Congrats to the boys and girls of the Unified Basketball Team. This is very exciting. The golf team wrapped up their season on Tuesday and finished with their third straight win. The last three wins of the season came at home against Ashland, 240-263, at home against Bellingham, 236-271, and finally on the road against Holliston, 231-262. Volleyball's amazing four-game winning streak finally came to an end this week against Norton when they fell 3-2. Then they were on the road against Bellingham and they lost that game 3-1. And then they ended the week against Westwood where they lost 3-0. It was a strong performance by the Mustang runners as the boys cross-country team picked up their first win of the season, 15-50 against Dedham. The girls had their best meet of the season, losing by only 1 point, 27-28. Great work by all the runners. Field hockey had a single match this week against rival Dedham. After tying 1-1 last week, the Mustangs fell to a close one, 2-1. Boys soccer was on the road twice this week, first against Norton High School, where they fell 2-0 to the Lancers, and then it was a short ride to Westwood, where they also lost 3-0 to the Wolverines. Girls soccer also had two matches this week against Norton and Westwood. First, they took on Norton in a close 1-0 loss, and then it was senior day for the girls against Westwood. It was a beautiful day for soccer, and the defense really showed up for both teams. After some chances on both sides, the game finished with a 0-0 tie. Well, that's all for sports this week. Make sure to follow us on social media for scores and broadcast times.